Hi everyone, today, we're going to take a look at the 5 best nail gun for baseboards on the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best nail gun for baseboards. You can find timestamps and links to all the products we mention in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Very few woodworking tools are as dynamic as a nailer. They are used in nearly every single project, but the problem is that there are too many options to choose from. Even when it comes to finding the best nailer for baseboard, there are hundreds of options to rifle through. Thankfully, we have scoured the web and have found not just the best nail gun, but we have provided a buyer's guide to help you narrow your options. The best nail gun for trim and baseboard reviews. Wondering what nail gun to use for baseboards? Worry no more. Based on our research, we've created a comprehensive list of the 9 best nailers for baseboards on the current market. Number 5. Ryobi P320 Nail Gun for Baseboards. In a market filled with numerous options, manufacturers are left to make the minutest of changes to make their products stand out. On the surface, it seems the major distinction of the Ryobi Airstrike is that it uses an 18-volt lithium-ion rather than 20V. However, there is more to meet than meets the eye. The first is the battery performance. The Airstrike brad nailer can shoot up to 1,700 nails on a single charger, which is miles ahead of the competition. Speaking of, this device uses 18 GA brad nails of up to 2 inches in length. There is a toolless depth adjustment dial and an LED light to ensure accurate placement every single time. There is also a low nail indicator and, of course, a quick release jam. Another distinguishing feature is that, unlike many other brad nail guns, you can choose between sequential or contact actuation. On the downside, this is a rather heavy tool, the second heaviest on our list. Thankfully, there is a belt clip, and you will get used to the size and weight after a while. You also get a decent 3-year warranty. What we liked most? It has an LED light, dual actuation modes, 3-year warranty, toolless adjustment dial. What could be improved? It is a bit heavy. Number 4. Makita AF601 Nail Gun for Baseboards. Makita is another brand that left us spoiled for choice. Frankly, you can use any of their nailers for baseboards, but their 16-gauge straight finish nailer stole the spotlight. First, we absolutely love Makita's branding. Their products are distinct and have quality build. This nail gun has a magnesium body, which is light and durable. At just 3.8 pounds, you're not going to feel the weight of this even after a long day of use. You also get a soft grip and a few toolless adjustments that make using this very convenient. The Makita AF601 fires up to 2.5 nails using either sequential or contact actuation. This allows you to cover a lot of ground in a short period of time. To make your job easier, this nail gun has a depth adjustment dial and a built-in air duster that keeps your work surface free of debris. One safety feature we were impressed by is the nail lockout. Given how frequent nailer accidents are, you'd be glad to be able to prevent dry fires. As expected from a world-class brand, you also get a no-mar tip, so the nails are flush without damaging the surface of the baseboard. Despite the reasonable price, you get safety goggles, oil, and a tool case. You also get a 3-year warranty, which is great compared to most of its competitors. The only issue is that the no-mar tip sometimes falls off. Number 3. KIMO 9418 Nail Gun for Baseboards. Certain projects do just fine with a nailer. However, there are some instances in which you might want to use a staple to hold down your baseboard instead. If that's what you need, this KIMO cordless brad nail gun for baseboards will more than deliver. Let's begin with the fasteners. This device can hold 18 GA size nails between 3/4 and 2 or 18 GA staples of 3/4 and 1 5/8. So as long as you are working on baseboards that are less than 1 inch thick, you can use either option. When it comes down to operation, the KIMO offers you dual modes of sequential or contact nailing. The rapid fire option allows you to fire up to 90 nails per minute. Even though you'd probably never need to go that quickly on a baseboard, it is quite handy. To improve functionality, you also get front-positioned LED lights. You also get an error indicator light on the side to let you know if the device is overheating, you're out of nails, or the battery is low. As standard, you also get a depth adjustment dial, which is thoughtfully positioned at the top. One problem we have with this nail gun, and it is pretty minor, is that it is a tad heavy. It weighs 6 pounds even without the 20V lithium-ion battery. However, you don't need a compressor, and there is a belt hook, so the extra weight is manageable. Number 2. Metabo HPT NT65MA4 nail gun for baseboards. Next up, we have an award-winning baseboard nailer from Metabo. The Metabo HPT is a finished nailer that was made for trim work. It holds 15 GA nails, which is the largest gauge you'll find with a finished nailer and arguably the best size for baseboards. The finished nails can be 1 1/4 inch to 2 1/2 inch long, and they slide into an angled cartridge. This makes it a lot easier for you to get into corners without blocking your line of sight. You also get a tool-less depth adjustment dial as standard. It is obvious even from the design that the manufacturer intended this for professionals. From an aesthetic point of view, the silver and black make it look sleek and professional. In terms of functionality, pros will love the trigger switch between sequential and contact firing. This can come in handy depending on the size of the project you are working on. Pros and beginners alike will also get a kick out of its SI range, which goes up to 120. This, combined with the 15 GA nails, means you can work on any type of wooden frame without the nails misfiring or not going deep enough. The Metabo is also a light nailer, although not as light as some of its competitors. Besides a couple of other handy features, you get a carrying case and a stellar 5-year warranty. What we liked most. Number 1. PorterCable PCC790L nail gun for baseboards. Here is a manufacturer everybody knows quite well, woodworker or not. However, what you may not know is that they make absolutely terrific nailers. This cordless brad nailer immediately stands out with its sharp color contrasts and sleek design. Just like any cordless nailer, it runs on a 20-volt lithium-ion battery. It holds 18 gauge GA nails up to 2 inches long and can fire 1,300 of these in a single charge with the 4.0 Ah battery. One of the bragging points of the manufacturer is its lightweight design. While this is light for a cordless brad nail gun, it is still considerably heavier than a pneumatic alternative. However, it doesn't have the burden of lugging around a compressor, so it is worth the extra weight. PorterCable has included a few handy tricks to make their nailer easier to use, like a flashlight, which will come in handy in dimly lit areas. It also has a depth adjustment wheel and an LED indicator for the battery. Possibly the best feature about this nailer for baseboards is how fast it is. It is slightly faster than some air compressors, and it is a lot quieter. Getting rid of a jam is also easy, although we doubt you'll need this often. What would have taken this great device over the top is a longer warranty. You get a 3-year limited warranty and a carrying case.